You've probably forgotten this because it stuck about as well as did the new Coke. But just last year, the Pentagon tried to change the language. We were no longer fighting a war on terror. We were fighting a global struggle against violent extremism. But despite Donald Rumsfeld's endless repetition of the new phrase, the effort failed because the commander-in-chief refused to call the global struggle against violent extremism anything but a war on terror. Now in our fourth story in the countdown, that message miscommunication is happening in reverse. On Monday, the White House fired the underproducing catchphrase, "Stay the course," and apparently nobody told the Secretary of Defense.
A lot of debate has now emerged over the phrase, "stay the course," and what that actually means. Well, the president is backing away from staying the course. No, he's not backing away from staying the course.
Of course not. You know, I suppose the concern was that it gave opponents a chance to say, well, he's not willing to make adjustments. And, of course, just the opposite is true.
The problem arises when you can't make adjustments even about the language of making adjustments. The White House press secretary is now revising his revisionist history on that phrase and still coming up short, first saying that the president never said stay the course, then yesterday saying this to Fox News.
So is it true the president has abandoned the line, "we're staying the course," and the new explanation of Iraq is there is a timeline in place?
You know, this is a great story, John, because the president, we went back and looked today, and we could only find 8 times where he'd ever used the term, the phrase, "stay the course."
Well, sure, to be fair, the president did say stay the course 8 times.
This country will stay the course. My message is that we will stay the course. And that's why we're going to stay the course in Iraq. If we don't lose our nerve, if we stay the course, would have the nerve to stay the course, and we will stay the course. We must stay the course, and I told him and assured him that the United States would stay the course.
So there they are, the 8 and the only 8 times President George W. Bush ever said the phrase, "stay the course." The only time.
Stay the course in Iraq, and it's very important for us to stay the course. And we're going to stay the course. America will stay the course. We will stay the course. We will stay the course. We will stay the course. We're just going to stay the course. We will stay the course. We will stay the course.
Manterremo questa strada.
We're there to stay the course, and we'll stay the course, stay the course. Stay the course, stay the course, stay the course. We will stay the course. And yet we must stay the course. And we will stay the course in Iraq. And that's what we're doing. And we'll stay the course. As a matter of fact, we will win in Iraq, so long as we stay the course.
And now you know tomorrow's headline from Mr. Snow. I never said he only said it 8 times. I said we could only find 8 times. Evidently somebody at the White House needs a little help with the Google.